Hi everybody. I wanted to document my process in a home renovation out in Seminole Heights, Tampa, Florida. This is a 1925 built home, wood frame home, 16 square foot, and it is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. I started this process, I want to say 2018. I gutted out the walls and the ceiling. I also did a new roof throughout the entire span of the home. You can't really tell right now because we're inside, but luckily, there's no more leaks. Everything is great from a roof standpoint. So I did not finish my project back in 2018 because I was working out in a healthcare IT firm, and that pretty much took up a lot of my time. Was unable to continue, but now I'm back and I'm committed to completing this project all the way through, and timelines are hopefully by December we can get this wrapped up and rented. So I did not demo my floors at that time. I felt like I just didn't want to invest in it, but now looking at my rap sheet and the amount of money I will be spending, I think it's probably well worth it to go ahead and gut it out and see what kind of conditions my subfloors are in. So a part of that process was demoing. I decided to demo myself. I definitely have a large number in costs, so I'm gonna definitely try and do what I can personally and learn as I go. So when I demoed the floors, we had 2 1/4-inch plywood resting on the floors. When I took the last sheet out, I was surprised to see that I had another layer. And I'll go ahead and show you. It was the hardwood flooring, cedar hardwood flooring, really good quality. Unfortunately, pretty beat up by termites. Not really good for coming back with, so I decided I was really happy to have gotten all of this shit out. Start brand new. I'll bring you to the house so I can show you the progression that I've been able to do since taking all of that out. It's a real big mess in here. I've been doing most of the work by myself, so I gotta clean it all up. So this is what it looks like now that the demo is 100% completed. Nothing is here. It's like some small little spats just for walking purposes. And I was very happy to gut and demo these floors because, as you can see, I discovered a lot of termite damage at least. And they do a very good job at what they're supposed to, which is destroy wood and eat at it, pretty badly. So you can easily just crumble all of this, and just not good for stepping on for a long time. So these 2 beams here are probably the worst in the entire home, and we do have some around the perimeter that need to be replaced. So the flooring will need to now be worked on for sure. So this area here is the living room, the dining area and the kitchen. That back wall is a divider to the master bedroom. This here is this is 1 bedroom. I do have a broken window I need to basically fix. I have actually an active leak, unfortunately, that will need to be addressed soon. No bueno. So I gotta get a plumber here ASAP. And moving into the kitchen dining room area, we do have a bathroom, and I do have some existing plumbing so far. I did want the vanities facing this direction, but I realized that I kind of wanted the adjacent side, and so I need to reroute that plumbing. But all in all, the entire plumbing of the home will need to be completely gutted out and started back up anew, because in 2018 I did hire the wrong person, and I made some mistakes with you know, just trusting people and whatever it may be. But you know, you make a lot of mistakes in this kind of business. You know, you hire people, you kind of see their work ethic, you kind of want to get them out. But that's just a lesson learned. I'm really happy to have gone through that. I did not spend too much, but going forward, I am very weary of who I allow in the home and credentialing and so forth. But you know, when we make mistakes, all we can do is benefit from those and just become better at what we do. So no hard feelings on that. This is another bedroom. And lastly, we have a master bedroom here. There goes a little bit of more termite damage that will need to be repaired. And then we have some sistering here. Sistering happens when there's a joist that has been beat up a lot by the termites, and so they'll try and smash a couple beams together. But at this point, you know, we just gotta knock this all out and just come back with a nice one beam setup, okay? And towards the end of the home, we'll have a master bathroom, which is a nice addition to a master bedroom, isn't it? Yeah, so as you can see, we're at an elevation to the ground. We are on block and pier, and you know, block and pier is not as common anymore because it was built back in the days, you know, due to a lot of high winds, rain, hurricanes, water, as a passageway, you know, to be able to not wet the foundation of the home. And as you can see here, we have block and pier kind of just resting on the wood, you know, nothing really securing that to the structure, and that, you know, is a worrisome thing. As the years go by, hurricanes get stronger and stronger, and my concern is that at some point, if a hurricane does appear to be too strong, it may actually possibly lift the house up off of the beam and knock it over. It's happened, and it's not unheard of. So what am I doing to prevent that? I hired some folks that are coming in the next week or two. They're gonna jack up the house about an inch and a half. You know, obviously very carefully, because I don't want to crack the structure of my roof and destroy the work that I did back in 2018. So, you know, they're pretty good at what they do, and what they're gonna do is basically knock out all of these piers. They're gonna dig about 2 feet under the ground, and they're gonna build it back up again, and actually have something, a hurricane strap wrapped around the beam of the house, so that will act as an agent of security, and also prevent that foundation from flying out off of the beam in the event of a hurricane. So it is the foundation, and it, quite frankly, is probably the most expensive part of the renovation, but I am more than happy to you know, invest in it, because, you know, without a foundation there is nothing to build on, long term at least. And you know, here we do have 9-foot ceilings. When I came in here initially in 2018, we had drop ceilings, and those ceilings were only 6 feet, but we did knock all of that out. So now we have, you know, 9 feet, which increases the square footage of the entire perimeter of the home, and that's great. But unfortunately, that creates a problem here with the existing AC unit. It is a 2.5. It only is equipped to air condition a certain amount of square footage, and at this point it is no longer something I can use. So I will need to be either throwing it out or donating it, and come back with about a 3.5 unit, so I can have a nice, cool, and really nice and comfortable area for people. The windows, unfortunately, are not hurricane grade, and here in Florida, that's a thing, right? We need hurricane grade windows, what they would call also impact windows, to prevent like any debris from breaking into the window in the event of a hurricane. Those are very costly. Those are about $1,200 a window, believe it or not, and I have about 9 or 10 windows in the house. So unfortunately, that's something that I have to do, but fortunately will help the house, you know, keep its, you know, integrity while if a hurricane happens to come And so as you can see, this is a complete total remodel. There is not much that will go untouched. Foundation, floor, AC, roof, electric, drywall, all that needs to be replaced. For electric right now, we do have something called knob and tube. And these are just really outdated electrical systems that were a thing back in the 1925 era, but no longer compliant with Florida code. So that will need to be ripped out and, you know, come back with the Florida code stature. So yeah, this is the home, and a lot of work needs to happen. I'm gathering up all the people that I need to work with. I'm developing friendships with contractors, going to Home Depot, you know, doing a lot of things, asking a lot of questions, trying to get the gist of what it's like to renovate a home. I definitely haven't done this before, and I'm all about it. It is a big problem for many, but for me, I find it to be a big benefit. You know, I can really learn about a lot of things and also possibly renovate again and do a house flip. So yep, it's a big benefit. I'll take you to the other part of the house, the living room area, which we started off in. I did some work here on the ceilings. I wanted to have flat ceilings, but now I will be changing that, and I want to actually have vaulted ceilings kind of butted up against the roof, so that'll give it a nice aesthetic look. I will be coming back with spray foam insulation instead of the traditional kind of like soft cottony insulation, and so that makes it easier for me to have vaulted ceilings without worrying about my energy bill increasing throughout the month. This little area here is a washer and dryer room, which is yeah, it's needs some foundation repairs as well. And then going into this room here, well, let me just probably come from the other side because I don't want to get into that mess just yet. So this was a garage initially. I enclosed it. I wanted it to have be a part of the square footage of the home. There was a big garage door. Now, you know, the only thing that's there is just a doorway. It could either be a studio rental or it could be a bonus room for the home. I'm not too sure exactly what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I definitely have some plans on getting potentially some good ideas on it, you know. So this is it. This is where I am. I got my plans ready in the city, and I'm just waiting for them to come back with their revisions if there is any. But yep, there's a lot of work that needs to be done.